to Quick Review Thursday. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody, and I'm here with...
A Presenza, otherwise known as the Moo Cow Moo.
And instead of the word moo, we would like to use the word boo!
Oh!
This movie was terrible.
Which movie is that?
This movie you can get at the Dollar Tree. It is called The Church. So I had seen like this on IMDb, especially on Bill Moseley's thing on his IMDb. I would see it and I was like, oh, okay, Ashley C. Williams. I've seen her in a bunch of stuff.
I do like her.
I do like her. She was great. I mean, she and Bill and I want to say that was it. Were good. Everybody else.
And then Allison, the other one.
Elisa Wilcox. I thought she was okay, but like okay. We'll get into why I'm not really like that big on her in this movie, you know, or whatever. But there's Keith Stallworth. I'm gonna guess he was the guy trying to let's see. So it has Lisa Wilcox from Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5. Michelle Romano, who was the wife and everything.
Lady.
Well, the lady that we kept talking about how many like dead animals she was wearing. Bill Moseley, of course.
There was bald guy, balder guy, and almost bald guy.
His team included Vito LaGrasso from the WWE. I'm guessing that was one of the bald guys.
It's probably the one who looked like Mr. Clean. He had
the one that kept talking about his fucking...
I need my tools! I gotta get my tools!
I need to find my tools! Hey guys! I'm gonna go get the tools!
You stay right here! I'm getting my tools!
You guys stay right there. I'm gonna go get my tools that I told you.
He didn't go to the church there. How does he even know where tools are?
He found them very quickly. And then there was...
Dumb and Bad. That's what this movie should be called. Dumb and Bad.
And then there was... Let's see. Who else? Matthew Nadeau was the developer guy. He was the main guy. The one who... Continuity!
Yeah.
Where was Linda?
His beard would be thin, and then it would be thick, and then it would be thin because they were shot at different time periods.
I guess, yeah. They shot him on different days. Like, hey, we need you to come back. We need to fill this stuff in.
Different churches.
Oh, you have a different beard. That's okay. Nobody will notice.
Sloppy, dumb, and bad.
Oh, yeah, the other continuity issues, church. Different churches.
Different pews.
Like, you could tell it was a whole different church. And the first time you noticed that was when we walked in. They walked into the church for the first time. It was completely different building. Like, you could tell. Like, it was not the same building. It's ridiculous. I was saying it was probably the director... like you said, somebody probably called up and said, hey, we got a church we can use. And I go, no, probably like 3 churches. Oh, okay, there's 3 churches you can use.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, let's put them all in the movie. Nobody will notice. And, yeah, it's very noticeable.
Yeah, the whole thing revolves around these people want to get the pastor to sell his church, and he doesn't really want to sell the church, so he gets people together for them to figure it out, but these people have been getting paid behind the scenes by the developer
so many times. Yeah. Like here's it's like Oprah, you know, here's your money, you all get money. It's ridiculous.
And it's so ridiculous, especially toward the end, because you know he's trying to impress his dad ends up getting killed by something, you know, the car just runs into his
that was even wait, now looking back at it,
it's like, bullshit. It's a bullshit ending.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Because no. Dude, whoever wrote this movie.
Terrible.
Did you not look back at the beginning of your film? Because like somebody killed the father.
Right.
And then later on we find out it's a dream.
It's all a dream.
It was all a dream, which worst. Like that
Yeah.
He has known this for a fact. That is my biggest pet peeve. So anytime that happens, he laughs. Because he knows it's going to fucking... He's going to get me worked up.
Yeah.
But that was the thing.
So this whole thing where everybody gets trapped in the church and they get pulled by wires into other rooms and the rooms are full of steam and then they get burned up or blown up or whatever. Mm. Or some guys in a robe go over and beat the hell out of someone. And none of it actually happened.
None of it happened.
The whole thing was worthless.
Yeah.
Except we already saw people who died before the whole dream of him trying to figure out if he was going to sell his church or not. So it didn't even work for that awful, lousy, overused cliche trope to even be effective.
And Clint Howard, why? Why? Why did you do this movie?
Because they paid me.
No. There's some things that you just have to say no.
I know.
If somebody says, I'll give you $10,000, don't go, I'll take it.
That's what Bill Moseley said. Walked in the house in 2 seconds. I'll take it. Yep. Bill.
They even asked him, do you want to go check out the pool? And he's like, I'll take it.
Oh, Lord.
Like, what the hell, Bill?
It's full of corpses. I don't care. I'll take it.
The best part of the whole movie was not even something that really happened, like, for the movie itself. Was just happened to happen, like, it just was luck. Pure luck. That Paul looks over and goes, this guy is overacting.
Bushy eyebrows guy.
And bushy eyebrows guy is overacting. And he looks over and he goes, no! Like, he just says no, like, really stern.
Dramatic.
Over dramatically.
It was funny.
It was so funny. And I was just like, oh my god, did that just literally happen?
The CGI effects where Clint Howard is like, ooh, and these fake shitty fireballs come out. And like one didn't kill him, so let's do 10 more. Boom, boom, boom.
Why not?
And then the guy whose country we don't know, the other bald guy is like, I'll be back. You can't stop me, man. And I'm always here. I don't even know who the hell you are. Why do you even know anything?
We find out that he's a part of, I guess, that thing, and so was this black lady that worked there. That I don't know
Maria?
what she. The only thing I could imagine was that lady was
Stink Eye Maria.
I know. I think that I think she was Hispanic, maybe. I don't know, because we never hear any kind of backstory.
She's there to be creepy, and that's it.
Yeah, so she's there just giving creepy stink eyes.
And I guess she was involved with a bald guy from back in the day.
And I think that was supposed to be that dude.
That's Clint Howard?
No, the other dude.
The other dude? No, I don't know. I couldn't tell.
But it didn't make any sense because the other dude would not be in the would not still be alive.
Stupid.
So why would he be making deals and all this other stuff? Like, it's just none of it makes any sense.
Most of the time, the people are walking around and they can't get into the doors, so they're banging on doors. Oh, I can't get in the door. All right, well, let's go to the next one. Oh, I can't get in the door. It's like, oh, let's do this 400,000 times.
I know.
So boring.
I know that gets obnoxious and and then when the doors open up, okay, I'm sorry, but when the dude with the thinning freaking
the beard that kept coming
in and coming back, that guy is the voice of reason. That's when you know just listen to him, because if he's actually the one at that particular time saying, don't go do, everybody stay here, then maybe you should, because he's not the voice of reason for anything else.
Right, right.
He's not trying to be. He was just a slick salesman who just, I guess all they wanted to do was buy the church. That was it.
That's it. That was it.
That was it.
I liked Nerdy Girl, though.
Ashley C. Williams. Yeah, she was great. She was
cute. I liked her character.
She got spunky at times.
I wanted her to survive. She was the secretary.
Well, she did survive because it was all a dream.
Oh, yeah.
So, technically, she survived. Everybody survived.
Everybody survived, except Dad.
Except Dad. Explain to me that.
And who killed him, exactly?
Or what happened?
Who was never even at the church. Never even set foot in it.
He was in this really creepy, road.
Yeah, they just had a bunch of stupid stuff that they just threw in together, and it didn't really matter if it made sense or connected in any kind of way. It was just a terrible story, terribly written. And the direction did not help. I'm sorry.
I don't usually okay, independent films, I usually give them a little bit more credit. Because you don't got a lot to work with. You got to make it all work. You got to make it all make sense.
It's lazy and sloppy.
You got to make it all make sense. But did anybody watch the full movie before putting it out and going, I think this makes sense?
No one will notice. Let it go.
No. People notice.
It's all about
people like us.
The big, not the little details. It's all about the big show.
All right, Ed Wood. See, that's the thing. At least Ed Wood made... I mean, if he was sloppy, he did like a continuity error like here or there or whatever. You know what I mean? At least his stories made sense.
Sort of, yes.
No, his stories... I will say his stories actually make sense.
It's usually a lack of budget and bad writing.
And bad writing, but the writing was like... just
overwritten,
stupid science issues that Lenore would have a problem with, but
or
like
just overly written dialogue.
Yeah,
this was just the plot holes and the inconsistent logic.
Terrible.
It just nothing made sense. It was just dumb.
Just dumb.
Dumb, sloppy, awful.
That should be the tagline. Dumb, sloppy, awful.
Dumb, sloppy, and awful.
I mean, look, like I said, I usually give independent films. We do Indie Film Cafe. We try to be nice. And look,
it is.
That was us nice. We could be like really.
Yeah, he howled through it, especially.
What?
You howled through it. It was just.
Which, okay, understandably. So he was telling me like at first I saw this at the Dollar Tree and I go, oh, Bill Moseley, like I love him.
Sure.
Oh, Clint Howard, how awesome. Freaking Ashley Sil, freaking Lisa Wilcox, all in a movie together. Like, how could this be bad? You know,
and I'm like calling stuff before it happens because you can easily see what's going to happen. It's like, oh, nothing's gonna goodbye to him, gone. You know, people it was just on cue and just a lot of obvious stuff. It was just bad.
Speaking of on cue, the deaths, like where all of a sudden somebody would be like, we're all gonna be fine, and he's taken away 2 seconds later. That shit gets on my nerves. Filmmakers, indie horror filmmakers, stop doing that.
Right.
That is, if I put that in one of my movies, shoot me. Because at that particular time, that is setting up for the audience to go, okay. Well, and it becomes a cliche.
That's why you do it and have actually nothing happen. To trick the audience. They're like, we expect him to get killed, but actually nothing happens.
But see, then that's boring. Don't even say that. Just have moments, because nobody ever... If anybody was in a situation like that, they would never really look around at each other. We're all going to be okay, because they don't know what the fuck is going on.
Nor can they control it.
And that one guy who's apparently, like, knew everything and all that stuff, and that girl looked over at him, was like, I know you, the girl you liked, looked over and goes, I know you know what's going on. Tell me.
Mr. Bald, vaguely European guy, you seem to know what's going on.
And then the overactor's like, I don't think he knows what's going on.
What's funny, because he's like, I know these myths and stories from my people in my country, whatever it is. We're not going to tell you my country. I'm just going to say my country.
I was missing the tools guy at that particular moment. I was missing him.
Mr. Obnoxious.
Because
I'm going to fight you.
He didn't fight him with his crowbar, though.
No.
He got a crowbar. What is a crowbar doing at a church like that? Why do they have, like, a basement with tools like that?
What I love is the ghost or the entity or whatever the hell it was took his crowbar away, put it in the ground so he couldn't get it, sucked him off into steam land, and then a bunch of guys in
white robes
came over and beat the shit out of him. And that wasn't even a good one. It was just like...
that was the worst fighting I've ever seen. Like, it didn't even... Like, there's no even, like... Usually there's that... I didn't even hear anything.
Was that the best cut that you had, or was it the only cut you had for that
only.
scene?
I mean, probably. I would imagine, but, I mean...
Which is worse?
I don't know. At this rate, I don't know.
It was just awful. Sloppy, awful, terrible, bad. Not good. Not good. Not a good movie.
Not a good movie at all.
The Church. Yeah. No. When was it made?
Thumbs down. 2000 something. I guarantee you it had to be.
Are there extras on there? Please tell me there's a director's comment.
No, I wish. No, even the director was ashamed.
The director's like, I'm not talking about this.
2018. Damn.
2018. Wow. Pre-COVID.
Oh yeah. You know what? Oh God. Hard Floor Entertainment. You guys are terrible. Man. I don't know. I've never seen. Never heard of them either. But if they put this movie out, good God.
It just does not come off as your best effort.
So my suggestion: if you see this at the Dollar Tree,
buy it.
Sure, buy it, watch it.
You will be entertained in one way or another. We were.
In a terrible movie. But, I mean, it's worth $1.
Sure.
Like, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to keep it. I'm not throwing it away. I'm not using it as a stop holder or anything. It's just, I mean, even though it could be. I'm just going to say that no refuge for the wicked. Yeah.
I mean, again, for me, it still fills a niche. If it's not a really, really good movie, then it might as well be a really, really bad movie. I just don't want a mediocre, boring movie. This was not boring. Okay? A lot of stupid shit happened all the times, and I was always laughing.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to tell you this, okay? That could have helped you guys out as filmmakers for this movie. The whole idea was that there were some bad people that wanted the church gone, right?
I guess.
I think that was the plan. So what they could have done was the ghosts were going after the people who voted to sell the church, right?
Was it a ghost or was it that Clint Howard entity guy?
I thought he was a ghost. I mean, technically he's a ghost.
I guess. Then what were they showing us? The deaths of the immigrants, the awful immigrants.
I thought those were the Wiccans who were like killing people.
I don't know. This movie makes no sense.
Okay, so forget all that. Okay, as if that stuff didn't exist. Okay,
oh, please.
like you know, if you wanted to make this a cool movie about a killer church, because we were even saying this is like a church that kills you.
It eats you. That would be fun.
Yeah, or something. But like that would have been more fun. And we thought that's where it was going, and we were like, oh my god, this is going to be fun. Like the church that kind of swallows you up and eats you. That is a cool idea. And you don't even need an explanation for any of that, because at that particular time, you're just like, we just need to get out of here. That's it, you know. But anyway, if you're gonna go the route of like ghosts or something, have the ghosts be grabbing the people that wanted the thing. So when it says no refuge for the wicked, right? It's those people are the wicked ones, the ones that are taking money, the ones that are trying to sell this place. All those people can start getting killed one by one. And then the people that actually didn't, that are just kind of still there, that are maybe trying to they're watching the place get whatever. Those people have to figure out how to get out of there because, you know, whatever.
Well, here's another tip too: don't turn your ghosts into gods. This ghost could do whatever the fuck he wanted. He could completely bend reality to whatever he wants to do. Why bother? Why bother? People just lay down and die because there's nothing you can do. You know, it's a ghost. Why does a ghost get to be super ultra powerful?
Oh, and on top of that, okay, so that was the funniest thing about the bald guy that from the foreign the one from the foreign country that you couldn't understand. So I'm guaranteeing he was Russian or something, but he gets, he gets lifted or whatever, he gets attacked, he gets burned or whatever, nothing happens to him, he gets lifted up, and Clint Howard is like kind of confused as to what's going on, why hasn't, so he creates another fireball to kill him.
Fireball.
And I'm just like, what is going on here? Like this, and the guy the whole time is like, oh, you can't get rid of me. I'll be here forever. And then all of a sudden, we zoom in, and it's all a fucking dream.
I know.
So none of it didn't even matter anyway. But the point is, I mean, and was that his dream? Was that his reality? Was that what he was thinking was going to end up happening if he sold the place?
I think that's what he was thinking would happen. Why would you think that would happen? That's kind of an extreme thing.
Then I see the woman, Maria, up at the top watching him, and I'm like thinking, was she making him think that?
She was controlling everything from afar. She was the puppet master. I got no idea, man. This movie was ridiculously bad. It was just poorly done.
If you like this movie at all, and this movie is something that you actually understood what the heck was going on, please leave a comment.
Yeah, what was his name? Dom Jones?
No, not Jones.
Dom
Frank.
Frank. Yeah. Please let us know. What were you going for? What was...
Like, look, we're not saying you're a terrible director or anything.
Well, we are, but we still have no idea what it is you're doing with this movie. I don't understand it.
And Michelle Romano way overreacted on her character because, I mean, I'm all for a character who's against like kind of opposing the husband. You know, and they're bickering a little bit. Like, that happens in movies. We deal with it all the time. It sort of pads the time out and also gives the characters a little bit more character because they have to argue. Yeah, it's conflict. So and it has to happen. That didn't bother me. What bothered me is just her constantly yelling at her husband.
Right.
At this point, like, other than the fact that I guess he's very submissive and, I'll take it. Like, he's very whatever. She is the exact opposite. And that does not, how would that work in a relationship? Like, I understand she wears the pants in the relationship, but, like, why would he even get married to a woman like that?
Pants made out of dead animals.
And she didn't seem to care about the church. She cared about money, it seemed, and buying more dead animals to wear. But, like, that was it.
Yeah.
So like, her character, and then she wanted to sell the church. She was one of the stewardesses that wanted to, stewardesses, which I don't know if that's a thing in some churches. I've never heard that in my church. So if it is, it is. I don't know if this is a Catholic thing.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I didn't see any confessional thing, so I don't know what this was.
Non-denominational nonsense is what it was.
And whoever made this, I don't think is a religious person.
It just was dumb.
It was dumb. It was.
Boo!
At this rate, I just wanted something interestingly enough, and there were scenes.
It was interesting. It was interesting to me because it was so bad.
Well, that's a different kind of interesting than I wanted.
I know, but at least it wasn't boring. Like I said, I'm glad I have a copy someplace. I hadn't seen it yet, but I'm glad I've got it because I'll torment people with it. It's great. I'll torment Gary.
I remember I picked this up at the Dollar Tree when he was with me, and he was like, "Oh, I got that movie. I can't wait to watch it."
Yep.
Well, you got your chance, Paul, because we watched it and
more crap-a-rama for me.
But anyway, that was our quick review. Once again, if you agreed or disagreed, or if you disagree, please, for the love of God, explain.
And if you don't know, go to the dollar store. It's probably sitting in there because nobody wants to buy it. Go pick it up for $1.
Yeah, I've already talked to people. I told them that I watched this movie, and they were like, "Oh, I have that movie. I just haven't watched it yet." So it's one of those ones that people pick up at the Dollar Tree, probably thinking that one day they'll get around to.
Trust us. Watch it.
Yeah, watch it if you want to torment other people with it, especially. This is something he's going to probably show Gary.
Oh, yeah, among other people.
Yeah, it's
fun.
It's this. Oh, my God. I wonder how it is the second time. I don't know.
We'll have to see. We'll have to bring somebody here. We'll have to bring Jen. Just Jen would laugh at this.
Maybe.
Yeah.
She would be shaking her head.
I know.
God.
Maybe we'll cover this on a Patreon only with just Jen. That'll be fun.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll do it with somebody. But thank you so much for checking this out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check down the links below if you want to check out more of our stuff. And let us know what you guys think. We seriously, if you please.
And
disagree
speaking
with us.
Speaking of Patreon, don't forget we do have a Patreon website, and we do have Patreon only episodes that we put on there. So go check them out.
Yeah, this is gonna be somewhere else too. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
And not this year, but maybe next year or another year we're gonna.
It's so funny.
It's so bad.
Every now and again you get stuff from the dollar store and you think it's going to be kind of bad, but you don't know how bad it's going to be until you see it. It's like Dark Wolf. I expected it to be kind of crappy, but I had no idea it was going to be that crappy. It was great.
This was terrible. This was worse than Dark Wolf.
Yeah, it was worse than Dark Wolf.
This is probably up there. If I were to rate it as an IFC thing, it would be 9 something. It'd be 9.5 probably. For
close to Blood Predator, which is another dollar store find. I find these wonderful diamonds in the rough. It's wonderful.
Shit diamonds. But, whatever.
All
right, anyway, thank you guys for checking this out. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you agree, please tell us if you disagree. I want to hear disagreements. I want to hear that this movie was amazing and that people...
You just don't get it.
That we don't get it and why we don't get it. Because I don't want to just hear, "Oh, this movie was amazing. I can't believe you shit on it." And we're not shitting on it. We're just letting you know our feelings, our true feelings. But if you can explain this movie to us at all, you rock.
Hey, we're just telling you like it is, and what it is a crappy film. But still, go out and buy it. It's fun.
Yeah. Everything we tell, even if it's the worst piece of crap movie, like a Neil Breen movie, we tell you go buy it.
Because that makes it even more fun.
Well, Neil Breen, we don't tell to buy as much because it's fucking expensive.
It's
so
worth it.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Brain.